This time on Boys Customs, gets a little unexpected and a little crazy. Just having fun. I'm going to clean this just a little bit and then pop it off, I think. Oh, I need something to lean on. Anyway, it's going to be a bit not so exciting. Oh boy. It kind of looks like I have to take, and I just thought I was going to unbolt four bolts, 2 here and 2 on the top, or 2 on the bottom, but it looks like they actually bolt in, yep, from the inside of the bell housing. Looks like I might have to change some things. To be continued. Okay, guys. Transmission had to come off from inside the bell housing. 2 bolts going through. I had to take off this expansion or inspection plate, and then take out the 2 bolts from the inside, the 2 bolts from the top, and then basically pulled it right out and dropped it right on the ground. Not too bad, not too heavy, but that's what's going back in. And also that clutch right there and that bell housing. Also, interesting note, I pulled off this inspection plate or whatever, and it looks like you can get to the clutch bolts right here. So as long as you can turn it over, I guess you can pull the clutch off, because I think that's how it has to come off anyway, because the bell housing actually goes around the pressure plate and the clutch. So pretty crazy design. Also, I wanted to note that I do have this lifted up off the ground. I put a bunch of wood under it just in case it fell or something. Trying to minimize the amount of damage that I can do to myself. I guess the key is just be careful. I guess I'm going to start taking off the clutch. There's 1 bolt here. And I guess I'll just turn it over. Maybe I can use a pry bar and catch it on something and turn it over. And it is 9/16. Oh, it turns over easy. Just using the fan on the fan blade to turn it. Oh, we went a little too far. Just about perfect. Went a little far, brought it back. There's 5, probably 6. 1 to go, I guess. I would guess. Yep. There's that last one. Now this is going to be a little bit. Well, could be worse. It's gonna have to be good enough though. I'll probably clean this up before I stick it back in. I wonder if that's made out of asbestos. I don't know if it's original. Probably is. Maybe that's not what they looked like back then. Belt or pressure plate now. This one I'm going to have to find something to wedge up so that so it doesn't just sit there and turn on me. Okay, well, I'm going to have to turn it this way. I'm guessing. I'm sure they're not reverse thread. But I just ran out and grabbed a piece of 2x4, cut it in half with the axe, and then shaved it off in a wedge shape. I'm hoping that it fits, and it does. By the way, these are all 9/16 here, and as well as the 9/16. Just had to double check, as well as the clutch bolts 9/16 as well. A lot of these have little flathead screws on them. The little inspection plate that went right here, and then also this pan on the bottom. Just these, like I said, these flathead screws right here. And it's bigger than 5/8 for the, it's probably going to be 3/4. I don't know, 3/4 seems a little big. Maybe 11/16. Oh, that won't go on, so. Okay, we got, apparently my camera stopped, so we missed some stuff. Turns out, well, these sit in there and then they put the bolts in and they bend up the tabs. So when I didn't have quite enough light, I was looking for a light. I couldn't see in there that there was tabs bent up to stop it from coming out. Maybe that was before thread lock? What do you call that stuff? Loctite. Loctite. Wow. Maybe it's before Loctite. But I know I've seen a few spots in the industry now where they have that kind of same thing where they bend up the tab so it doesn't come out, header bolts and things like that. So up close and personal. Now if you can see that, these were in there. This was pointing out, this little divot or whatever. So you see these little tabs were bent up in an attempt to stop these from backing out. So what I did was I took a chisel right here and I hammered it in there and bent them down. If you can get a screwdriver in there, that works fine too, but the chisel is a little sharper. Now I'm not talking a wood chisel, guys. I'm talking about like a chisel punch type thing. Oh, hold on. This is what I'm saying, chisel. Not a wood chisel, but if you'll note how sharp this is right there. If you get it at the right angle, you can just tap it with your ball peen hammer and bend it up. Okay? Simple, right? Okay. I cracked them all loose. That's what you guys missed. I cracked them loose right here. And then every one of them. And then I went and got this, which is not an impact. Well, it is an impact, but it's not the kind you're thinking of. So just settle down. They're all loose. I'm not going to break anything. I promise, okay? Not going to break anything if I go the right direction. Right? There's another set right there. Okay? Same thing. So we got 3 sets like that. And hopefully the flex plate or the pressure plate, flex plate, automatic, pressure plate, manual, right? Is that right? I don't know. I don't care really. I'm just taking this part. Should come off as we kind of pull it. It's got a lip coming out of the crankshaft, and it sits on top of it like that. So once you take out the bolts, it sits on that lip. It's not just going to fall out like the clutch did. Then you just slide it out. Okay? Let's see if this will come. Oh, plus we got that wedged in there, remember? We got that wedge, or that, yeah, wedge, I don't know, whatever. Oh, it's wiggling. It's wiggling. It's gonna be pretty heavy. I want to drop it right on the concrete. I don't want to drop it on my fingers between the concrete and this. I want to drop it on my finger between the wood and this because it's softer, right? Because that's what's going to happen. I'm trying not to have that happen, but we all know that's what's going to happen. You saw that, didn't you? You saw it move, didn't you? There it is. I mean, all in all, it's pretty smooth. There's a little bit of marking right here, or a little bit of marks. You'd think it'd be rougher than it is, but it actually looks pretty good. So, there's also these pins that stick out of the crankshaft, the back of the crankshaft there, and that's also what we're kind of fighting, trying to get these out. So there it is. Okay. Here's another tip. Yay, did it. Didn't have to hit it with my hand. So these are the only 2 bolts I can see holding on the bell housing from the outside. From the inside, seems like there's maybe 4. Screw up will be if this doesn't fit on my 235. However, I've seen tons of people do this swap, and that was one of the biggest swaps done back in the day, because the 235 that came out in 1954 is a better motor than this. Just a really good upgrade, because the oiling system was pressurized through the crank journals, through the camshaft and all that stuff. This 216 was what's called a splash oiler. So it just has splash pans, and then it kind of squirts up above the valve cover here, and it just kind of lets it kind of go down through gravity. It doesn't actually pressure push or pressurize the oil system going through it. That's the biggest reason why I'm doing the swap. I mean, it's cool to have the original motor in there, at least the original motor that I know of in here seems to be. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just... Ooh, that's my knuckle. That felt good. Oh yeah. Want some more of that. Bolt number 4. We got one right here and then one right there. And one over here. Two things left. There's this little piece of the inspection plate left on here. Which won't let it come off the bottom, surprisingly. Does that surprise you? Doesn't surprise me. Now, commence with the removal of the bell housings. Bell housing. That should come off. A lot easier now. Whoop. Yep, not super lightweight. Big old chunk of steel. So, there it is. The back of the 216. I don't know why they did it like that. You got to put the bell housing on, then the pressure plate, and the clutch. And I hope I have an alignment tool that'll work for all this. Because I do have an alignment tool for clutch, but I don't know if this is exactly the same one. So, either way, we'll figure it out. Anyway, I didn't really plan on doing this today, but I was going to pull the brake master cylinder today. But there you have it. Next time you see all this stuff, it's going to be putting it on that 235 right there, and we'll just keep right on moving. Yep. Hey, so one thing you guys could do is share this with all your friends, Facebook, Instagram, whomever. If this is stuff that you like, especially appreciate it if you guys liked and subscribed to this channel, Boys Customs. So I'll be inspired to make more videos, more content. So thanks for liking and subscribing, though. I really do appreciate it, those who have. Anyway, you guys have a good one, and we'll see you next time on Boys Customs.